Hello, you all. Jason Meeks here. I want to share another video of a fulfilled prophecy that I shared on social media back in April. I believe it was April the 22nd. And this fulfilled prophecy has to do with the state of California. Just a backdrop. I was in my bedroom one night, and I was reading a news article concerning something that was happening in California. I can't remember the exact details, but it was a news article about California. And the Holy Spirit began to speak to me, to minister to me about his plans for the state of California during that time. And a big thing that the Holy Spirit ministered to me about concerning California is that a huge revival was coming to the state of California. That there was going to be a change in the culture of California, a change in its laws, a change in its politics, and so forth. Basically, in summary, a revival. You know, that they were gonna, the people of California, hearts were gonna, go towards the Lord and the ways of the Lord. Okay, so with that said, I shared that on, I believe, April the 22nd about this revival and the change in culture and laws and politics in the state of California based upon this inspiration that the Holy Spirit gave me while I was reading this news article about the state of California. Okay, so about a month after sharing that on social media, I believe I shared that on Facebook and Instagram at the time. But about a month after that, on May the 28th, I believe the exact date was, there was a historic baptism that took place in the state of California. And this was a record amount of people baptized. I believe it was somewhere over 4,000 people were baptized at I think at the ocean or something, or a beach in California. And I remember seeing a news article about that on May the 31st, in which I shared the fulfillment of the prophecy about the revival in California. Now, with that said, this is a prophecy that is being fulfilled, but it's not completely it's being fulfilled, but it's not completely fulfilled. God is not done yet with the state of California. With that said, I'm going to share some things in which I believe will happen in the state of California. I'm not speaking this prophetically. I'm speaking this based upon the previous word I received about California. Okay, things that I believe will happen as a result of this revival that's happening in the state of California. There's two things that I would not be surprised to see happening going forward, and this too will be historic because of the previous reputation of California. The one thing is, I believe it would not surprise. Let me back up a little bit. Instead of saying I believe, I want to say it will not surprise me if we see a Republican governor in the state of California. I think this would be a big deal because California for years have been known as a very liberal state, perhaps the most liberal state in all of the United States. But because of this word that I received about this huge change in culture, laws, and politics with California, even though part of this has been fulfilled with that historic baptism showing that the revival is occurring, it would not surprise me if we see a Republican governor in the state of California. Also, it would not surprise me if California in the next election becomes a Republican state. That's another thing that will be historic, you know. But with that said, these are two things that, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it happens based on the previous prophetic word. But one thing I know for sure is revival is happening in the state of California. The culture is changing. That part of the prophecy was fulfilled by this massive over 4,000 people baptized at the in California in May. I believe it was May the 28th was the exact date that this happened. I believe it was like the 50th anniversary of the Jesus movement or something like that. But that has been fulfilled. But it is an ongoing revival that I believe is going to affect. We seen that with the culture, but now we're going to see it with the politics and laws in California. This is going to happen. Like I said, I was inspired by the Holy Spirit when I was reading this article about California, and I knew that the Lord was saying that He's about to change California. California is going to have a whole new reputation. It's going to have a whole new reputation. A lot of people are going to be surprised by the changes that's going to take place in California because of this old liberal, extremely liberal reputation is going to be changed. They're going to start having, you're going to start seeing, and I do speak this prophetically, you're going to start seeing a massive change in California in their views. It's, you know, they're going to be all this extreme liberalism is going to change to a much more conservative views among the people of California. They're going to speak the words, enough is enough. We are tired of what's been taking place. There needs to be a change. These words is going to be uttered and resonate in the hearts and the minds of the people of California. Okay, so I hope this video blessed you as you see the prophetic is real, and you see what God is doing in California, and by means of prophecy throughout the world. And as the Lord will, I will continue to share more videos about prophetic words that has been fulfilled. Be blessed.